In this video, I'm going to talk about how to apply for a home care license for the great state of New Hampshire. I'm going to share my screen, walk you through where to get the application forms and what the requirements are for the state. Let's get started. The first step you need to take is to go to the New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services website. I'll be sure to put this website, the link to this website, in the description of this video so you can have easy access to it. When you go to this link, you will see the individual home care service provider application and an option to click on the PDF document right there. Once you click on that, it's going to redirect you to a PDF form. The PDF only consists of 3 pages. Based on my research, New Hampshire seems to be one of the simplest, most straightforward states in order to apply for a home care license. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to go through every single piece of detail on this application form, on this PDF. So I'm just going to pick a few highlights that you need to pay attention to. So it says here, this is the application for individual home care services provider registration, and this application shall be filled out in accordance to RSA. I think that's the state code. Please be sure to complete the entire application. In my experience, if you miss out anything on your application, they will return it. It even clearly states here that failure to complete the application will result in a delay in the registration process. As you can see, there's a section for you to fill out your address and your name. And jumping down here to the fees, because that's the most important. So what I'd like to point out is that if you are just in the startup phase and you're not sure how many clients you will get, then I would say go for the option that says less than 10 clients, which would be $25. If you're a bigger agency, obviously, and you know you have a lot of clients, over 10, so 10 or more clients, then you have to pay a $250 fee. And the way you pay that is through a check or money order payable to the state of New Hampshire Treasury. This must be attached to the application. And let's go through some of the additional requirements outside of the fees. So it says here, applications shall include, it must be submitted at least 120 days prior to expiration of the current registration. What this is simply saying is that if you applied in the previous year and you already have a license that you're approved, then you must submit your application at least 128 days before that expires. So this license must be renewed every single year. Number 2, attach qualifications including your education, experience, and copies of all applicable licenses for the administrator. Number 3, Secretary of State information. This is your LLC, your S-Corp information. Number 4, results of criminal background check, and this typically can be acquired through the state. So I know for a state like New York, they have the option for you to pay a small fee, I believe it's $50, for you to do a background check through the state. What I recommend is inquire if your state of New Hampshire has an option for you to pay them a fee to do a background check. There are also third-party options that you can use. These are private companies that you can pay an additional fee in order to conduct a background check. Number 5, results of state registry check through Bureau of Elderly and Adult Services pursuant to RSA 161 F49. For number 5, I recommend you inquire with the state. Give them a call, email them, and get clarification on what exactly they mean by results of state registry. This is very vague at this point. So inquire with the state. There is contact information on this form, and on the state website that you can call somebody or email somebody. You don't want to assume anything. Next is facility services description. This is just information that will be used to determine what category your facility shall be placed in. So be sure to read through all of this information so you're extremely clear on what needs to be submitted. And last page here is just additional fields for you to fill out. The state of New Hampshire does not clearly state that you need to submit what are called policy and procedures. Most states that require you to submit an application to operate a home care business do require you to put together policy and procedure manuals. Typically, people get frustrated and get overwhelmed at this stage. And the reason why that is because putting together policy and procedure manuals, for example, your employee policies, how you handle employees or how you hire employees, can get quite overwhelming. Most people don't know where to start, and it could cause a delay in your application process. So as you can see here, there's contact information, a phone number here, and on the state website, there should be an email. You want to reach out to somebody at the Department of Health and Human Services office, and you ask them if you are required to submit policy and procedure manuals. 9 times out of 10, they'll probably tell you they do need them. And tell them to list out exactly what kind of policies they need. Once you get clarification on that, then I do have some good news for you, because I've created something for you here that makes it easy to submit these policy and procedure manuals if you're required to do so. I've created these templates. These are a series of Word documents that allow for you to just purchase, download, and then you plug in your company's information, edit a little bit to fit your agency's needs and what the state is asking you for, and then you can submit those over to the state. These will save you a ton of time. All the headache that you would have to come up with all these policies and procedures, put it all together into Word documents, and do your spell check. I've done all that already for you. These templates work for any state, including the state of New Hampshire. So if you need them, I'm going to put the link in the description of this video. I hope you get some value from this video, and good luck with the application process, and I'll see you in the next one.